I especially like the last thing you said about repurposing content. It's
Yeah.
something I talk about a lot. I don't have endless hours in a day. So I like to make the most of like the one effort that I put into like communicating with someone.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like you said, if you're going to take the time to create awesome content, make that content work for you. I think the challenge I find with when I tell clients that or I suggest that is like, wow, I never like thought about repurposing it in this way. So I think it does take a little bit of creativity and perhaps working with someone who
Yeah.
does this for a living to help like pull it out of you. But once someone does or helps you see that outside perspective of all the ways you could be repurposing the things that you're doing, it'll open up a lot of new potential for you. And not only just with email, but possibly help you to expand to other platforms like YouTube, for example.
Yeah.
Like if you're already putting, everyone knows that video content performs well on Instagram. I know so many small business owners who are like tripping over themselves trying to make really amazing video content. And that's amazing, but like make it work for you. Like put
Yeah.
it on YouTube. YouTube is one of the biggest search engines.
Yeah.
Get
Number
found in a
two.
new way. One thing I just literally yesterday suggested to someone, like if you're doing an Instagram live, maybe consider downloading that video, putting it through like an what is it called? AI like transcription tool. So you can pull the text out of it and
Yep.
use that to make like a blog post, for example, which can only help you with your SEO. So
100%.
you're
Yep.
literally doing no extra work except maybe like 5 minutes worth of work. And you are creating new opportunities for yourself to be seen and discovered in new ways.
Yeah, because here's the other thing too. We all consume content in different ways, right? So YouTube is the second largest search engine after Google, also owned by Google, right?
Yes.
I don't really go on YouTube, honestly. That's not my first place to go. If I'm trying to learn something, I actually prefer to read it.
Sure.
My husband spends hours on freaking YouTube, like hours on YouTube. So if you have it only there, I'm probably never going to see it. Right. But if you repurposed it into a blog, I'm more likely to read it. Or maybe you broke it down over multiple captions on social media. Maybe let me structure this easier for you. Let's think about you create a video, and maybe if you're selling jewelry, you're going to talk about how to mix and match styles, how to mix and match metals.
Sure.
Right. And maybe you have like 5 main points. Well, that's your whole piece, right? But then each of those points can become their own piece of short form content that maybe you turn into a reel or you do an Instagram live or something like that. They can also be broken out into a 5-part carousel. And you can take that same piece of content that you created. If you spread it out, maybe it's every 3 months. So first it's a video, then you release the individuals. Then 3 months later, it's a carousel. Like nobody's going to remember that you talked about that.